Hey guys, Andrew here with Mortus Viventi, and they're a clothing line. Tell me more about your guys' clothing line. It looks kind of like tarot.
So yeah, we're completely tarot based. We just launched about 3 months ago. We're brand new. Myself and my roommate and Dylan, we all come up with the designs. We print it. We do everything pretty much in-house. We're really big on like the quality of the garments, the quality of the prints. If you ever check out our stuff in person, trust me, somebody will bring you to our booth so you touch the stuff. But yeah, pretty much all of our designs are tarot based. We stick with just a black and white format. We're going to keep that. We're actually trying to create our own deck. So we're doing a whole major arcana deck of about 30 cards, including two that we designed ourselves, including Dylan. Dylan actually came up with one called the Traveler, which will be an interesting tarot card to add. But yeah, pretty much this clothing line got started to actually raise money to open up music venues. It's been a long time goal of Dylan and I is to open up like 400 capacity venues in Southern California. Him and I have 3 previous entertainment companies, one in EDM, one in concerts and bands, and then another one was like t-shirt printing. So kind of naturally, him and I, you know, we met on really cool terms when we were both like 21, 22. I was booking really small concerts in Pomona. I happened to book one of the bands that he personally was really tight with. At the time, him and I were both broke as shit, didn't have any money. Like, we spent all of our money just, like, either throwing events or, you know, Dylan actually one time hired me to do a photo shoot, and that was the first time that I ever got paid for a shoot, like, ever. And this is during a time, like I said, that we were both broke as fuck. And the coolest thing is Dylan actually took those photos and used them for the band's album artwork. That was also the first time that I ever did that. But at a very, I guess, early stage in our friendship, we kind of realized we were both pretty serious about music and giving back and contributing. So, like I said, him and I have had, like, those entertainment companies. We've done over 300 plus events, everything from the Observatory to the Glass House to the Yost Theater. And our conclusion was that we should just create our own venue. So we decided to go with the tarot-based clothing line. Obviously, you guys are familiar with tarot, hopefully, but it's about spiritual guidance and enlightenment. So you're meant to go through these cards and help them interpret your future and everything else that you want it to, or I guess that you're kind of just currently going through. Has a lot to do with music as well. I feel like personally, and even for Dylan, you know, we grew up in like somewhat rough homes. Venues were kind of a place for us to just escape, and we can meet other kids that came from rough homes and bands and music and just kind of forget about our lives for about, 6 or 7 hours. So I guess that idea of, Dylan and I being young kids going to shows, and then obviously we grew older. We started more businesses. We've done a few other things to kind of create the backbone to line this up. But Mortus Viventi in general is a cause. It's a cause to unite the music scene. It's a cause to create venues in Southern California that work together to create a platform to develop bands, and most of all, to create a place for all of us weirdos to hang out. So that's kind of the backstory of Dylan and I guess the clothing line, how our designs are done. And, yeah, for the most part, we're super DIY. Even the way that we sell merch and we do stuff is actually all from the band industry and the band scene. And that's kind of it, yeah. This is like our 3rd month.
Well, I want to welcome you to the film scene as well, because
this is actually our first interview too. So fuck yeah.
Do you have anything you'd like to spot in?
Sure. Yeah. Well, with this product line, we specifically we strive for like the utmost detail and perfection in what we crank out. It's actually quite tedious working with Andre when it comes down to this. A design will come out and it'll be pretty damn good, and then, take it back to the drawing board and start again until it's really perfect, which is great. I do the same thing. He does it a lot more than I do with Mortus. This is really his baby that I'm really helping grow. But no, I mean, like you mentioned, I love my input. I love playing with it and putting my own spin on the new designs. Keep an eye out for Traveler. I hope it takes everyone by storm. That actually being said, we're putting our own spin onto tarot. So Traveler isn't actually a card that is existent right now, but we're creating our own thing. It's a vibe, something that I feel, something Andre feels, and it's kind of what we draw out of our own cards. I think it absolutely should exist, and we have a couple more that we're going to be bringing out as well that are going to hopefully put a nice new spin onto where tarot leaves people, because it's about that. It's really what tarot kind of stands for. But yeah, I'm tremendously proud about the detail that comes out of our prints, the way they're soft, just like Andre mentioned. If you haven't felt the shirts, definitely feel them. And they last, they're not going to stretch out. We go through the highest standards with the quality control and finding the perfect garments and sourcing everything and then doing it all locally and just by hand. It's really awesome. It's the most art that I've ever actually been a part of, and it's really beautiful considering we've done a lot of cool stuff. And this is definitely, it's taken my heart, and it's really working. It's so rewarding to see how much people love these designs when we vend them, and then not to mention the people we vend it to. The culture that is responsive to this is just amazing. We love the culture, like meeting you guys through Spook and how everything just when people walk past, they're just like warm-hearted to what we're doing, and it's just really great because we earn it.
And as he mentioned, we met these guys at Spook Show 6 over at the Halloween Club across the way over there. I think the freeway's back here?
Yeah, it's literally behind us.
Okay, yeah. And since you guys go on tour, what are some of the locations you guys are thinking of going to?
Right now, we're going to be doing RuPaul's Drag Con on May 11th, 12th, and 13th over in LA. We have Long Beach Pride, which is the 19th and 20th. We just got accepted on our California dates for Warped Tour, so we're going to be at that. Just any major sick music festival that has metal or more than like a ton of people, we'll probably be there. We like to be really active. We actually think that tarot can actually apply to everybody. It's not really specific to all of us, like metal guys, or the people that are into horror, or like anyone. To be honest, we all kind of go through like different life phases, and sometimes we need guidance. And tarot is kind of like one of the fun, cool, non-religious ways to do it. So, but yeah, just anything that's coming up. We're actually in the process of getting a tour vehicle and a trailer because right now we currently do it ourselves, but we're actually going to hopefully get like an official.
So your personal party bus?
Pretty much. Yeah, we plan on getting out of Southern California really quickly. We just did Las Regis 2 weeks ago, which oh my God, Dylan ended up buying like a bunch of Nerf guns, and he got an Airbnb for all of us, and we ended up having this huge Nerf battle. We pioneered this new game called Apple Pan Baseball. He's currently the champ at it right now. There's just, if you guys follow our Instagrams, we kind of document all the silly fun stuff we do besides just the serious side of vending. But just to kind of touch up on even what he mentioned, one of the biggest rewards that we do have is all the friends and all the people that we do meet at the events. And hopefully the people that even watch this will know that, like, we're super approachable regardless of, like, what we look like. But, that's pretty much it. If you just follow our Instagram, we're going to be putting up flyers and everything of upcoming events. And we're slowly trying to transition into monthly meetups. So it's kind of a new thing.
Speaking of Instagram, how will people reach you? What's the Instagram that they should follow?
So our Instagram is just the name, Mortus Viventi. It's MortusViventi. It stands for Living Dead in Latin. It has a lot to do with our ideology. If you go on our website, you can get a lot of really good depth of what Dylan and I kind of, believe in. So,
any last remarks from either of you?
If this goes out before, hopefully it does. But Warped Tour is coming in fast. It's the last Warped Tour. It's going to actually be the tour, and I like it. It's very iconic for me, as Andre and I have the history in music. This being the last one and this being our first one, it's kind of interesting. It kind of represents the life cycle. It's really what tarot does for me. So I like that. It's got all the little fine tunes as one ends, one begins, and I kind of like how that feels. But, catch us at Warped Tour, catch us at any of the new festivals that we're going to be hitting, and make sure to hang out because we definitely have a lot of fun while we're there. And at the end of the tour last day, or any of our events that we do, the last day we always kind of have a little blowout of fun. And please do join us for that because the more the merrier.
Right on. All right, guys. Well, thank you for having us over, and thank you for the tour of the facility. This is Mortus Viventi, and we are signing off. Thanks, guys.